That one time out in the second half, Oates kind of challenged you guys' energy, kind of directed at you a little bit, and you're like, all right, you took on that challenge. What do you say in the huddle that kind of got you going?
I feel like it's just a motivation from my team. Really, it's not really just Oates getting on to me. I feel like it's my whole team getting on to me. Just them wanting me to do more.
When did you kind of realize, like, all right, I'm kind of taking off this a little bit? Like, when did you make that decision, or kind of when did you see it on the court?
I feel like once you lose yourself in the game, you know when the time is right.
How big was Noah Quinerly to kind of the momentum shift in the second half that and one that gave up the lead?
He's really big, actually. I mean, it wasn't just the N1. He took the big charge on Kobe Brown, so I feel like that was the biggest play of the game was him taking the charge.
You had 4 points in the first half, right? But you obviously helped in other ways. How important is it to, if your shots are not going to fall, which obviously you found in the second half, but if your shots are not going to fall, you have to contribute in other ways?
Well, it's basketball. I mean, you're gonna miss some, you make some. So I mean, I don't really play just from shot making. I feel like as a team, we base our whole team set on defense. So it's just not about shot making. It's how you win the game another way.
You sat a lot in the first half. I forget the second foul. They get the third. Like I think was it 2 minutes into the second half. Were you thinking that maybe you'd come out there, or were you confident?
I'm confident my team can handle business without me on the court. I feel like just me being a young leader off the court, just on the bench, cheering everybody on, just giving them the confidence that they need.
Were you happy you got to stay in though when you get the third?
I mean, it's debatable, but I mean, I'm really happy for my team. You know, I would love to see them win. I mean, it's a team game, so it's not one person just winning.
Like with a lot of the forwards you guys have, and the dunks, the alley-oops, the blocks, with all the momentum plays, kind of how big is that? Like when you guys need a bucket, and it's a highlight play.
I feel like every bucket for us is a highlight play, just from our energy on the bench, really. Our energy as a team, really, just everything is a momentum play.
So you had a pretty fun reaction to Noah's late dunk there. Yeah, it's kind of how big was that for him, and it's the day overall.
NG doesn't jump really high, so so it's pretty surprising for Unk to jump that high and dunk the ball. So I mean, it kind of shocked me.
2 overall strong defensive performances in a row. Just how important is defense for this team? You kind of already talked about it, but to weather the storm when maybe shots aren't falling.
Well, we've preached defense from day one, May 28th, that we're just going to be a defensive team to just sit down and get stops when we need them. And I feel like that was the biggest thing we played on in this game, is just sitting down and getting stops.
You mentioned losing yourself in the game. I think in the second half, at one point, you got like assisted or scored on like 17 of the team's first 21 points. When you're in that groove, I know you said you're lost in the game, but do you know, like, all right, I have a hot handle of it right now?
No, I think it's like I said, when you lose yourself in the game, you don't really. You kind of really zone everything out and just you there with your team, just playing.
Do you have a preference on who you guys get tomorrow?
We want to play anybody. The winner of this game, really. I mean, we don't really have a preference on who we want to play.
You don't feel like you owe A&M one right now?
Nah, I feel like they're a good team. I feel like they beat us with great energy. Of course, they have great players, Wade. That's really it.
Do you have any idea, you guys, both teams struggled shooting out of the gate? I think it was, I don't remember what it was, 2 for 20 or something like that at one point. Just any idea kind of what?
2 for 15 or something
for
like
you
that.
guys, yeah. Was there anything in particular that was bothering you guys today, or just not shots not falling?
No, I mean, it's basketball. You're not going to make every shot. You miss some, you make some. So I feel like you just play and lose yourself in the game and make the defensive things or the things that we preach is blue collar. So.
Hey, a bit of a weird one for you. I heard some fans kind of on the far side chanting some stuff at you during the huddle or during the pregame shoot around. Did you hear any of that?
I mean, I don't hear it, but I mean, I lean on my teammates.
Gotcha. Cool. Thanks, man.
Of course.
All right, talk to me about you guys weren't hot shooting 3 at the start, but you sure were at the finish. I mean, your mentality stays the same the entire way. How does that happen?
Yeah, our mentality stays the same whether we're making shots or not. We're still gonna play defense. That's how we win games, because of our defense.
I mean, it's easy to say that, but I mean, like, that defense really sets up the looks and the motion you guys use to get those open threes and the ones you're confident hitting.
Yeah, when we get stops on defense, we usually get run out, and that usually leads to threes. But even when we're missing, that's not going to stop us from shooting 3. We're still going to shoot the 3 if it's wide open.
Mark, we got to see 2 North Alabama natives in this matchup, you and Kobe. Just how awesome is that, for our local community up in North Alabama?
It was very cool. I remember when I was in 8th grade, and we were playing each other in Wallace, and I think my team ended up winning, so it felt good to see him and play him again.
So you guys pretty close? You stay close, or were you guys just kind of competitors when you're playing against one another?
Yeah, we're just competitors when we play against each other.
Kind of going off that question, how much have you seen the sport of basketball grow in North Alabama?
It's been it's growing and still growing. You know, we got a lot of young talent in there, and just to see that talent play at the level that we're playing at, it's amazing.
Mark, you get to compete for an SEC tournament championship tomorrow. How are you feeling?
Very excited. You know, ready to put this day behind us, rest, get treatment, and come out hot and ready for tomorrow.
You know, growing up in the state of Alabama and now having an opportunity to win an SEC regular season championship and a tournament championship in your first season with the team, how does it feel having this opportunity in front of you?
It's a blessing just to have the opportunity to compete for an SEC tournament championship, and that's one of our goals that we marked as a team when we first met, and we just want to do everything we got to go out there and do it.
Congratulations. Good luck tomorrow. Thanks, Mark.
When you were in Ohio last year, did you envision that you'd be playing for your home state and having a chance to win an SEC, not just regular season, but tournament championship?
Yeah, when I was at Ohio, I never envisioned this, and I was trying to come out the MAC tournament and try to make it to the NCAA tournament.
When shots aren't going down for you, do you still find a way to impact games, facilitating, creating for others? Is that something in your mind? You said, all right, I'm not hitting today, so I have to do something else?
Yeah, I try not to label myself as one-dimensional, so it's good to be multi-dimensional when you're out there. Just main goal is try to make teammates better, and that's what I feel like I can do when my shots are there.
Noah Clowney does a lot for this basketball team, but today he decided to shoulder a lot of the load offensively. How valuable is he, and how much do you enjoy getting to play with him?
He's a great teammate. You know, he's the one. He don't care whether his shot's going in or not. He don't want. He just plays hard, and that's something I really love about him.
What was Nate's message when you guys got in the locker room?
Stay together. Stay together. Basketball is about a game of runs, and we just got to stay together. And it was our turn to punch him in the mouth.
Thanks so much.
Winning this tournament would be big, but you know, I know that's not the end goal for you guys. You have the NCAA tournament coming up. So how do you stay focused on like this tournament and kind of stay in this moment when there's bigger things ahead?
You know, when this team first met, you know, we wrote down goals in the beginning of the season, and one was to be SEC regular season champs and the tournament champions. And I feel like that's how we're going to stay focused by trying to accomplish our goals that we set.
I've been asking players what was coach's message, but I mean, you've been in this spot before. You've been at the SEC tournament. You know going in from the semifinal to the final and after that. Mm-hmm. What's your advice, or what would be the advice that you would give the guys?
Usually each game gets a little bit harder. So, you know, this was a dogfight that we just finished with. So the next one's going to be, you know, even a bigger dogfight. And, you know, that's just something I'm going to let the guys know when we all come together again. You know, it's a game of runs. Whoever we end up playing tomorrow, if they go on a run, we got to be able to answer it. And if we're not making shots, we're going to have to get stops. So.
Jahvon, what does it say about this team when the shooting may not fully be there, but this team still finds ways to win games?
It's just a testament to how hard we play on defense, on the defensive end. And, you know, defense creates offense, and, you know, if shots aren't falling, you know, we really try and get stops on the defensive end to get our offense going a little bit.
What did you like from Noah Clowney today? It seemed like after he knocked down a few of those threes, it seemed like he found another level for him.
Yeah, no, I was happy to see him hit a couple shots today. You know, we call him stretch because he can stretch the floor and he can shoot the ball. I done seen him hit 10, 15 in a row before and shooting workouts. So, you know, the confidence that we still in each other is very high, and, you know, he was exceptional for us today.
And how excited are you guys to be going through the title game?
Very excited to get back. Very excited. You know, I want to get these guys rings, man. He needs a ring. You know, our freshmen need rings, so really excited.
How do you guys kind of just stay focused on this tournament when, you know, there's obviously bigger goals down the road for this team?
We kind of just, you know, gravitate towards each other a little bit tighter. You know, just hang out with each other more on and off the court, and really just, you know, we just want to win basketball games, and that's just something that, you know, basketball takes our mind, you know, puts our minds in the right places most of the time. So, you know, we just want to win.
Yeah. And what's kind of like your mindset going into tomorrow's game? I know you don't know the opponent yet, but
you know, we're fine with whoever we end up playing. And, you know, we know it's going to be a dogfight, so we just got to make sure, you know, everybody's prepared.
Brought to you by Alabama Beef Farmers and Ranchers.